What's up guys, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. For those of you new, my name is Burke and I create men's fashion, hairstyle, and lifestyle videos right here on YouTube. In today's video, I wanted to give you guys some tips to help plan and pack outfits for a weekend trip. If you guys enjoyed this video and found this helpful, then feel free to subscribe down below to stay up to date with all of my future videos. So jumping into my very first tip. So you guys want to make sure you are planning outfits by day. Now, this sounds pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to break it down for you. So let's say you guys are doing a weekend trip, right? You're going to be traveling on Friday, doing stuff Friday night, doing stuff all day on Saturday, and then maybe doing brunch or lunch on Sunday, and then going back to traveling Sunday afternoon and evening. So what you guys want to think about is a breakdown of specific outfits by day. So for instance, on Friday, you're going to be traveling. So you're going to want to make sure you are wearing comfortable clothes. I always recommend with pockets because you're going to be on the move all day. What I usually wear is like a t-shirt, some sweatpants, some sneakers, and maybe like a jacket that I plan on wearing all weekend long. You also want to be thinking about what you're going to be doing at night as well, right? So if you're going to, say, a bar or restaurant, you want to make sure you are packing nicer clothes like a dress shirt or dark denim jeans, black jeans, chinos, and maybe like sneakers, boots, things like that. For Saturday, you'll most likely, especially if you're hanging out with friends or something, you'll go to brunch or lunch, something in the morning, so you want to pack stuff that's more casual. You also want to think about, which I'll talk more a little bit later, about the activity that you're going to be doing that day on Saturday, right? And then of course, you'll most likely be doing something at night, whether you're going to a restaurant or out and having a good time. What I usually suggest for Saturday night is to pack clothes that you can wear both Friday night and Saturday night. Something like black jeans or a white t-shirt, black t-shirt, just something that's super versatile that you can really mix and match and wear both Friday night and Saturday night to help save space in your luggage. Lastly, for Sunday, so again, you'll most likely be doing something like brunch, lunch, something in the morning, and then towards the afternoon and evening, you're gonna be back in travel mode, so you wanna make sure that you are wearing something comfortable again. Just having a specific breakdown by day of outfits you need will just help you get organized and pack specific clothing items for the entire weekend. Next, for tip number 2, so I kind of alluded to it in the first tip, but you guys want to make sure you are planning outfits by activities and more specifically by weather. Obviously, depending on where you're going to be and who you're hanging out with, you're going to be doing specific activities that entire weekend. So for instance, if you're going to the beach, you already know you're going to need a bathing suit, a tank top, some sandals, some sunscreen, sunglasses, maybe a hat, and even like a beach towel. If you're going hiking, you're going to need like an athletic shirt, some shorts, socks, hiking boots if you have it, if not athletic shoes. You also want to keep in mind the weather, right? It's super important because hiking in 50, 60 degree weather is completely different than hiking in 80 degree weather. If you're going camping, right, you need to pack stuff that is super comfortable for the outdoors, like flannel shirts or hoodies for bonfires, jeans, boots, things that can get dirty. If you're going to be doing activities in a big city like bar hopping or brewery hopping, then you want to make sure you are wearing comfortable clothing that is breathable because you're most likely going to be moving around a lot and sweating. Something else I talked about on Sunday, you'll most likely be doing an early brunch or lunch. So you want to make sure you are packing casual clothes to fit the Sunday brunch type of mood, especially if you were up pretty late Saturday night and maybe a little bit hungover or something like that. The importance of planning not only by activity, but also by weather will help tremendously when you're thinking about the specific outfits that you'll need for the entire weekend. Next, for tip number 3, so something that I highly recommend that you guys buy and use whenever you travel are travel organizers. So basically, I have like a large travel organizer and then a smaller one. So for this larger one, I will usually put all of my t-shirts and my shorts, my pajamas, anything big, I'll just throw it into this travel organizer. And then for this smaller one, I'll usually throw my socks and my boxer briefs in here, sometimes my bathing suits if I'm going to the beach, but just stuff that is smaller that can fit in this smaller one, I'll keep it in here. These travel organizers just keep my entire luggage clean and tidy whenever I'm traveling. So If you guys want to check these out, I'll make sure to link some in the description below. Something else I also want to talk about is to make sure you guys are using a toiletry travel bag. What you're going to put in that is your toothbrush, your toothpaste, cologne, moisturizers, hair products, just anything that you're using for more of your grooming to go into the toiletry bag. It'll be super clutch when you're on the go because you can just take it out of your bag and go through your usual morning and nighttime grooming routines without having to kind of scramble and find all of your stuff. I'm telling you, the more organized you are before your actual trip, the easier it will be all weekend long to find specific clothing items or grooming materials that you'll need throughout the entire weekend. So for my next tip, this is for guys that have more medium to long length hair. It is to go buy and pack a portable hair dryer. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. People may say it seems kind of girly to be bringing a portable hair dryer whenever you travel. Heck, my friends have even jokingly made fun of me and have thrown jabs at me because I carry this bad boy with me whenever I travel. But you know what I say? Screw it. I like having good hair. When I'm 60, 70, 80 years old, looking at old photos and reminiscing about things I've done and places I've been, I'm not gonna be thinking about people saying, oh, that's kind of girly, you're bringing a blow dryer whenever you travel. I'm most likely going to be balding by then, looking at old photos thinking, damn, I had a great head of hair back then. So instead of caring what other people think about yourself and making sure that you look good and have great hair wherever you go. Nowadays, most hotels and Airbnbs have one, but I always bring one just in case, just so my hair looks fresh everywhere I go. Next, so when you're actually packing your clothes for the weekend, I always recommend you bring one extra pair of socks and briefs. You never know if you're, say, going to step in a puddle or who the hell knows what's gonna happen with your briefs, but I'm someone that always preaches better to be safe than sorry, so I always pack just one extra pair just to be on the safe end. Now, if y'all are wearing your briefs or boxers inside out over the weekend just to make it last longer, that's a whole nother issue that we have got to talk about. It's super simple and doesn't take a lot of space in your luggage, especially if you're using the travel organizers that I talked about earlier, but I'm telling you, pack an extra pair of socks, an extra pair of briefs, because one of these days when you're actually gonna need it, you guys are gonna thank me. For my next tip, so this is incredibly important when it's towards the end of your weekend trip, but I always recommend you bring 1 or 2 plastic bags to hold your dirty clothes and laundry. Having the plastic bag is perfect for, say, bathing suits or dirty clothes, sweaty clothes, dirty socks, underwear, things like that. If you're somewhere that rains a lot and your shoes get muddy and dirty and nasty, throw it in the plastic bag. I'm telling you guys, having a couple extra plastic bags will help protect your other clothes from getting dirty, which will especially help if you had any clean clothes that you ended up not wearing over the weekend. For my next tip, so I briefly talked about it in my first tip, but basically I highly recommend that you pack a versatile sweater or jacket for the entire weekend. Having a specific sweater or jacket in a neutral color that you can mix and match with a few different outfits will save you so much space in your luggage because you can just use that same jacket or sweater over and over again. For me personally, I love bringing flannel or overshirts, especially in the springtime and fall. I'm also a huge fan of shirt jackets because they're super versatile and can go with a simple t-shirt, jeans, chinos, pretty much most outfits that goes with my style. If you're someone that likes sweaters, then I would recommend maybe like a quarter zip sweater, or if you're more casual, then maybe like a hoodie or something like that. Whatever your specific style and aesthetic is, just make sure to plan and pack one specific jacket or sweater that you can wear with multiple outfits. For my last and final tip, so I highly recommend that you guys wear your bulkier clothes when you're traveling. I think this is especially crucial when you are traveling by plane because you're gonna have limited space in your luggage or your carry-on bag. So the best way to kind of improvise with your clothes is to wear the heavier clothes that won't necessarily fit in your bags. This is a great opportunity to layer all of the clothes that you want to bring but are just too bulky and heavy to actually pack in your bag. Some items that I mentioned earlier are like sweaters, sweatpants, coats, jackets, boots, things that are just bulky and take up a lot of space. Just throw it on when you travel. That way you can save space in your actual bags while bringing the actual items that you want to wear over the weekend. Now, obviously, you want to be comfortable, right? So if you're wearing a bunch of different layers and are just sweating up a storm on the plane or in the car, then that's not going to work, right? So you just want to plan accordingly and wear bulkier items that will at least keep you comfortable when you're on the go and traveling. So these tips that I shared with you today, I consistently use all the time whenever I'm on the go and traveling. I highly recommend that you start implementing these tips whenever you are planning and packing outfits for a weekend trip. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I would greatly appreciate a like down below. You can also subscribe to my channel to stay up to date and receive notifications of all of my future videos that I will be releasing. Guys, I'm gonna be ramping up my content, so definitely stay tuned for all of my new and exciting content. You can also follow me on Instagram and on TikTok if you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing on a daily basis. I appreciate you guys for tuning into today's video, and until next time, I'll see you guys soon. I throw a peace sign out. That's just, okay, bye.